Okay, so apparently Mystic Mine is now an archetype. Earlier this morning 5 new cards were announced, and I guess I should cover them, but god do I hate Mystic Mine! First of all, we have Mystic Miner Machimba, level 1 light spellcaster effect monster with 300 attack and 100 defense. Its effect reads: you can only use first, second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. First, during the end phase you must banish the top 3 cards of your deck face down. This is not optional. Second, if you control a face-up Mystic Mine card, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field, in attack position. And third, while you control this face-up monster, your opponent draws an additional card during their draw phase. So basically it's a silent wobby that you can special summon to your opponent's side of the field, and then you get to draw an additional card every turn. I know it's a bit confusing, but when you give this card to your opponent, you are the one that's receiving the beneficial effect. Also, you might have noticed the maintenance cost of banishing top 3 cards from your deck face down every end phase. This is your end phase and your opponent's end phase. So basically, when our opponent gives us this card, we're gonna banish 3 on our end phase and banish 3 on their end phase. And we're gonna be able to do nothing about it because Mystic Mine is a great designed card that everyone loves, right? Next up, we have Mystic Miner Midzaria, level 6 Earth Fiend with 2000 attack and 2500 defense. And the following effect: you can only use the first and the second effect of this card's name each once per turn. First, during the end phase you must banish the top 3 cards of your deck face down. This is not optional. And second, if you control a face-up Mystic Mine card, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field in attack position. And if you do, your opponent can add 1 Mystic Mine card from their deck to their hand. So basically this is a Stratos for the archetype, but instead of summoning this to your field, you are summoning it to your opponent's field. Freaking fantastic. Yeah, sure. Yes, Konami, yes, we needed more Mystic Mine searchers. Thank you so much. Also, I can't wait to be Mystic Mine and then wait until my entire deck is milled out. For the final monster card, we have Mystic Miner Launcha, level 1 Dark Warrior effect monster with 0 attack and 1600 defense. Its effect reads: you can only use first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. First, during the end phase you must banish the top 3 cards of your deck face down. This is not optional. Second, if you control a face-up Mystic Mine card, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field in attack position. And third, while you control this monster, any effect damage you take is doubled. So now they only have to wait 4 turns to use their wave motion cannon. Thank you, Konami, for shortening my suffering. This way it'll only take 4 turns until I'm unalived, finally. Next up is a spell card, which of course they need another spell card, yeah. It's Mystic Miner Chupacotira, a normal spell that reads: you can only use first effect of this card's name once per turn. After this card's activation, it remains on the field, but you must destroy it during the end phase of your opponent's second turn after its activation. First, when this card is activated, you can add 1 Mystic Mine monster from your deck to your hand. And second, each time a card is banished from your opponent's deck, you can activate this effect. Inflict 700 damage to your opponent. Your opponent can negate this effect by banishing the top 3 cards of their deck face down. So okay, first of all, notice that this card reads Mystic Mine monster, not Mystic Miner monster. This might mean that we might be getting even more support for Mystic Mine in the future.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
And also the second effect I feel like is a mistranslation. Your opponent can choose to negate the effect that burns them, but they have to banish 3 cards from the top of their deck to do so. But then if they negate the effect to burn them will trigger yet again. So basically they cannot negate it unless they want to mill their entire deck. I think this might be a hard once per turn and this is just a mistranslation. And finally, of course, they have a trap card and this one is a doozy.
Buckle up, kids!
Mystic Mine Ogurk is a continuous trap which reads: you can only use first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. First, activate this card by tributing 1 Mystic Miner monster. Second, take 1 Mystic Mine from your deck and either activate it or add it to your hand. And third, field spells on the field cannot be destroyed. So basically we have a searchable metaverse which is also a field variant. That's it, I quit, I'm done. That's it for the review. I quit Yu-Gi-Oh, I quit everything.
Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button and don't be like one of the 37.6% of you that have not hit the subscribe button.